Can't get going. We'll just have to get anybody who comes in late real caught up. Good morning. Good morning. How are
Good
we
morning.
doing? All right, we're live. We're breathing. The heart's pumping. Blood is flowing through our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some people who got up this morning in a hospital bed. It's true. Some people are in a hospital bed in pain right now. This is Psych 1010. Hopefully you're in the right place. I am your instructor for the class, Mr. Frank Jones. You can call me Mr. Frank. You can call me Mr. Jones. You can call me professor, instructor. Just don't call me a bad name. If you could grab one of those packets at the end of the corner, you're in Psych 1010, right? Psychology 1010?
Yeah.
Okay, grab a packet and sit wherever you like. Something going on with my throat. As I was saying, you can call me Mr. Frank, Mr. Jones, professor, instructor, and there we go. All right. For today, we're not going to do anything really intense, but we're going to go over several items, including the course policies, which is what the packet in front of you. It also has a course syllabus on the back. We're going to go over what you can expect from this class. I'll tell you how I run this class. You're going to learn a bit about me personally, and I'm going to learn just a little bit about you all as well. Now, to start out, any questions so far? Outstanding. To start out, in case you didn't get the email, it's just a reminder, this is an in-person class. That means twice a week. It's not a hybrid, it means 1 day a week, it meets twice a week, from 10 a.m. to 11:20. That's important. For some reason, every semester there's always somebody that this class only goes on Thursdays. So, my bet is that on Thursday, you're going to see some students in here who you didn't see today because they didn't realize it meant Tuesday and Thursday. Good morning, Psych 1010, Psychology 1010. Grab a packet right there on the corner, right, turn it right there, and grab a seat wherever you like. Okay, as I was saying, this class meets in person. Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 11:20. Let me pass this up. Here you go. Now, let me share with you, first of all, some of my goals or my hopes that things that you will get out of this class by choosing to be here. First of all, because you decided to take this class, of course I hope you learn a lot more about the world of psychology, because it's called Basic Psychology 1010. I should say another goal of mine is to improve your critical thinking skills, because they will come in handy in life. So sometimes when we're in here, I'm going to say, come on, put on our critical thinking skills hats. Let's go. Let's figure this out. And it's not about being right or wrong. It's just about thinking for yourself. I want you to take in the information, let it process in your head, and come to your own conclusions. But don't just believe something that you read in the textbook. You don't have to believe what you read in the textbook. You don't have to believe what I say. If I say something and you disagree, if you have an intelligent perspective you'd like to share, please bring it. That's a part of critical thinking. Just because you read something on the internet, okay, if it's on the internet, you know it's true, right? Oh, yeah, I'm joking. Okay. So I want you to improve, one, I want you to learn about psychology. Two, I want you to improve your critical thinking skills. Three, I want you to enjoy the class, definitely. And then finally, by taking this class, I want you to learn more about people, and hopefully you can learn more about yourself because you decided to sign up. All right, now, before I go any further, let me introduce myself officially and tell you a little bit more about me. You already have my name. I've been an instructor here for about 9 years. I am also a licensed marriage and family therapist. The letters, when I sign something, I put LMFT at the end of it. By the way, it's going to become a test and it's gonna ask you, I want you to do well on the test. It's gonna ask you, what are the letters? It's gonna ask you, what type of therapist am I? And the answer will be a licensed marriage and family therapist. So I've been a therapist for about 20 years. So this is not my main job. This is the only class I have right here, every Tuesday and Thursday. Because the other times, I'm working with clients, families, kids, teenagers, couples. That's what I do. That's my main job. I decided to teach because I want an opportunity to help young minds, such as yourself, to be the best possible versions of yourself. So that you can be successful, that you can have peace, and have a fulfilling life. I don't do this for the money, because they don't pay us that much money to do this. I would make more money seeing clients than being here teaching you guys. Just being quite honest with you. But I do this because this is another way of trying to make a difference, trying to make a positive difference in the world.
Distinction? Distinction?
So, what else can I tell you about me? Well, before I became a therapist, I used to work in radio and television. I'm originally from Chicago. Anybody from Chicago? All right, St. Town, South Side, West Side? South Side, me too. So when I was there, I used to work in radio. I worked at the top R&B station for quite a few years. I did everything from marketing and promotion to production, but I was also an on-air disc jockey. As a matter of fact, my first radio show, for 5 years, I hosted a very popular hip-hop show in Chicago on the radio. Very popular, came on every Saturday night. This was probably before most of you were born. This was during the early days of hip-hop. People like Run DMC and LL Cool J, Public Enemy. That's when they were out. Let's see, what else did I do? I even hosted a music video show that was only on in Chicago. I may tell you more about that later on. As the semester goes on, you'll learn more about me and my life and my experiences as things evolve. I got out of radio and I moved to LA and I worked in television. I worked on a variety of television shows, usually behind the scenes shows like, what shows did I work on? Family Feud, when it used to be shot in LA. It's shot here now, actually, in Atlanta, if you ever want to go on Family Feud. And I worked on, there was the guy, he's a judge for America's Got Talent, Howie Mandel. He had a daytime talk show. I worked for his show for a little while. I worked on a television show called Divorce Court. I have no idea if it's still on the air or not, but I worked on that show, and a couple of pilots. So, and it's out there that I went to grad school and then ultimately moved here to continue my life as a mental health professional. I am married. I have an awesome golden retriever named Buddy, who you will meet, not in person, but through pictures later on in the semester. What else can I tell you? My interests are kind of mixing, DJing, just as a hobby, even though I have DJed a few parties. And I'm into martial arts, specifically at this time, jiu-jitsu, where I have a purple belt. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Okay, now, let's talk a little bit about this class and how this functions. Let's see what we're going to do first. Hello. Psych 1010. I guess I got a gift for you. You're welcome. Sit wherever you like. All right, let's see. Let's start with the course policy, this thing you picked up. We are not going to go through all of this. All right? This is for you to go through on your own, and it's also available online in Blackboard. I'm just going to go through some of the things that I marked off that I thought you should know. On page 1, it says textbook. The textbook is the essentials of understanding psychology. You guys don't need to go buy the textbook. You know why?
Because it's online.
Yeah, it was worked into your tuition. You already have it. It's for free. Now, this is a virtual book. I'm sorry, an ebook. So it's nothing physical. I'm old school. I like real books, but this is an ebook. And so you are officially in. There used to be a time, as recently as last year, you would then have to go to the website or go to the bookstore, you have to get a code that you would have to purchase for like 50, 60 bucks, and you have to register. You already got it, you already have access to the book. Essentials of Understanding Psychology. So that's a relief for you. Now, turn the page, and you will see a heading that's called Course Weights. Go down to where it says Course Weights. And it shows you, it says grades will be assigned according to the following scale. This is how your grade will be determined. It says, first of all, it says Go, Chapter, Study, and Quizzes. 60% of your grade. Please pay attention to that. 60% of your grade. The largest part of your grade is basically the quizzes. What are the quizzes? I'm going to show you on the screen, but when you pull up your ebook, you can either read the chapter, or you can read the chapter and then go to where it says, and it says quiz, well, we'll see what it says, and you click on it. There will be 15 questions. 15 questions that you have to answer. Here you go, good morning. Psych 1010. Come on in. Grab a seat wherever you like. There will be 15 questions. You want to do as well, the best you can on those 15. You get 3 chances. If you didn't, I think I could do better. You can take it again. And you can look in the text, in the chapter to find the answers. It's not like you gotta close everything, shut everything down. No, you can go through the chapter and find the answer you're looking for. You can even Google it, it don't matter. But you have to answer those 15 questions at the end of the chapter, because that is 60% of your grade. And these have due dates, which you will see. Usually about every 2 weeks, another set of these questions have to be answered. Please, please do these quizzes. Every semester I have to fail people because they forgot to do this quiz, they forgot to do that quiz. Psychology 1010?
Yes.
Come on in. Let me give you something. Souvenir here.
I'm so sorry. I jumped from class to class to class.
It's okay, but you found it. You made it. It's all about the destination, no matter how you got here.
Where do you do this quiz?
I'm gonna show you. I'll pull it up online. I'm gonna show you where the quiz takes place. But please, because if you miss the due date, it's the day I think it's about. They don't want us to do it. I used to be able to, well, sometimes I would change the date, extend it, give people more time. They don't want us to do that anymore. So, like I said, you'll have 2 weeks to answer 15 questions. That should be plenty of time.
Are they the assignments?
Pardon me?
The quiz is the assignment?
Yeah, that is the assignment. The quizzes are the assignment for the class.
Online?
So when you say we have 2 weeks to answer 15 questions, it's like you can go in and out and answer?
You can, but it's just 15. And it's fill in the blank in multiple choice. Like, it's mostly multiple choice. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. But I just need you to know, so that's the quiz. When it says quizzes, that's what it's referring to, 60% of your grade. Now, the next category says engagement, which is 20%. Engagement, it means participating. We do a lot of discussions in this classroom, so right now. Matter of fact, we'll probably have a few debates. I like debates. I like discussions. I don't have a problem with anybody debating, as long as you're respectful to your classmate, respectful to me. Here you go, have something for you. Psych 1010. Psychology 1010. There you go. Psychology 1010. There you go. We are on page 2, looking at how your grade is calculated under the heading of course weights. So, like I said, engagement, that's participating, and that also means that also includes, there will be 5 tests in this class, which are also multiple choice. Now, here's something about my test. Not only are they multiple choice, I'm gonna give you the answers in advance. So when I pull up my PowerPoint, don't pay attention to anything that's not underlined. I mean, if you want to read the rest of it, that's fine. If it's underlined, it's going to be on the test. That's it. Like, it's literally, we're like, oh. And I'm going to mention, I'm going to say, see that part that's underlined? That's all you need to know. You want to just read the rest of it or study the rest of it, that's fine. But the thing that's underlined, that will be a question. So that makes up, yes, sir.
You take pictures of you.
You can take pictures, you can, Mr. Jones, Mr. Frank, can, at the end of class, hey, I missed the third slide, can you pull that up? Or you were out one day and you come back the next day and you're like, can I get a picture of the PowerPoints because I was out? You certainly can. You can take pictures of your classmates' notes too, as well, if you're open to it. Now, the next section, it says assessments. I'm sorry, we already talked about assessments. Yeah, so that's the, oh, and also assessment, there is a midterm assignment. Oh, you know what, let me back up, okay. Engagement is participation. See, I'm sorry, let me apologize. Let me rewind the tape. Engagement is participation, but engagement is also, we will do 5 or 6 in-class assignments. That's what that is. Because some people don't like to be verbal. Some people are shy, they're reserved, they're introverted. That's fine. But if you are here for the 5 or 6 in-class assignments, you get full credit. What are the in-class assignments? They are so basic. It might literally be something, I'm gonna make up something. Are you for or against the legalization of recreational marijuana? I might have you pull out a piece of paper, write one sentence why you're for or against legalizing marijuana for recreation. One or two sentences why you feel the way you feel, and put your name on it. That's the in-class assignment. Really basic, write your name down and fill it out. Got something for you? Psychology 1010? Psychology? Well, I'm on page 2. So there'll be 5 or 6 of those assignments. You don't know when those assignments are going to be given out, so you should probably try to be here as much as you can. Because if you are absent, here's the thing, you might miss the in-class assignment or the engagement activity, and you definitely will miss whatever notes are on the PowerPoint where I underline what was going to be on the test. So it's really important that you try to be here. Now, life happens. I understand. People get sick, people get involved in accidents, you gotta stay with their little brother, things happen, and I understand that. So, but just, if that happens in advance, let me know, shoot me an email, I won't be here today. After class, I'm gonna take pictures of the slides. If you miss a test, it's your job to get with me and say, I had a family emergency, can I reschedule, take the exam another day? Yes, you can, but you gotta get with me. You gotta meet with me after class or send me an email, okay? And then, so the assessments are the 5 tests. The last thing is assessment. And the midterm assignment. The midterm assignment is basic. The midterm assignment, they just added this. I think it's reading an article and answering like 1 or 2 questions. That's the midterm assignment. It's really not much, okay? And that's it. Now underneath there, you see how the grades are calculated. You see 90% or higher is an A, 80 to 89.9 is a B, 70 to 79.9 is a C, 60 to 69%, 69.9 is a D, 59.9 or lower is an F. But we're not planning on getting any Fs in this class, are we?
No, sir. Not a chance.
I do not like giving Fs out, but I'm like, the reason why, like I said earlier, the reason why people fail this class is for some reason, they don't show up, so they don't know what's gonna be on the test, and they don't keep up with completing the quizzes before the due date. That's it, that's the only reason. Most people in this class, I'm gonna tell you right now, most people in this class, a third get A's. So right now, we have 40 people in this class. I can almost assure you, 15 people are getting an A out of this class, at least 15 to 20. There's gonna be another 12, it's gonna get a B. It's probably gonna be about 8 C's. Unfortunately, it might be, in the past, it would usually be 2 D's and maybe 1 or 2 D's. Psychology 1010? Yeah. Okay, come on. Somebody new must have signed up. Let's see what I have. A second here. Sorry, you get the unstapled, single-sided version, okay? We are going over. Okay, let's get through the rest of this. Still got quite a few things I need to get to. I'm just gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Anybody have questions about anything so far? All right, let's see if there's anything on page 3. It says drop grade policy. Those quizzes that I told you you'll be doing, those 15-question quizzes, your 2 lowest grades will be getting dropped. Isn't that nice? So if you did well, I don't really do too well now. And you get 3 chances to take the quiz over. Once again, you get 3 chances. But the 2 lowest grades will be dropped, and your lowest engagement activity will be dropped as well. All right, so we're gonna skip that page, the next page. And next page 4, it says participation policy. It just means that you're expected to participate, and that if you have a conflict, when a test is given, it's up to you to get with me and let me know that you won't be available to take that exam. We're gonna go to the next page, where I need to be informed to say within 48 hours of a missed assignment. So if something came up, you need to try to let me know. And if this is an unfortunate situation, definitely let me know so we can plan accordingly. See, hopefully we can finish move on with this, because you're supposed to be reading all this stuff on your own time. So. Okay, I don't think. All right, I'm done with that. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to the board. Let's look at those quizzes that I was talking about. Now, your screen may look a little different because this is the instructor screen. So when you go to Blackboard, you're gonna go, you can start where it says start here. And when you start here, you'll see the syllabus, which is what I handed out to you. Like if I click on this, it'll bring up all the other stuff, like attendance, but we don't need that. Technology requirements, it's just, you need a computer to do the assignments. Okay. Now this is a video that can help you get started. It's only 1 minute and 40 seconds. And it'll tell you what to do to log in. Let's see, this no-show assignment. I know some of you, at least 10 or 12 of you already did all this. I noticed, I checked. No-show assignment, you have to do this, because this means we know you're officially registered to class. The no-show assignment is basically 1 question. And I think it's a true or false. Who did this already? It's just true or false, right? All it is you put true or false, and then you've already did the no-show assignment. That's all you can. Okay, now, let's go to lessons. Once you've been registered, you can then, let me go here, chapter 1. You always want to look for the red box, the McGraw-Hill box. Once you do that, you click on that, loading content, launch assignment. Textbook comes up. Need to load. Okay, there we are. And look at that, chapter 1, Introduction to Psychology. And then you can start reading through, like this is literally the text. But let's say you're in such a hurry, like it didn't see page 12, you can click and go to the next page and all that. Page 3. But this is the important part. See over here on the right, see right here it says questions?
Yes, sir.
Click on that, bam. Questions 1 through 15. And because you're looking at my screen, the answers I've already given you. I just gave you the answer to question 1. If this pops up on the screen. Psychology is a scientific study of behavior and mental processes. This means that psychologists are interested in, the answer would be describing, predicting, and explaining behavior and mental processes. They even have an explanation of why. 15 questions, just like that. You finish, you go to the next one. That's it. That's it, just 15 of those. I don't know how it could be much more difficult, so. That's it. Now, also, if you look here for chapter 1, those 15 questions, can you see what this is right here? It says due date, 9/2/25. So, those questions that I just showed you, those are due by September the 2nd, 11:59 p.m. After that, you get no credit for it. After that, a 0 will pop into your spot.
But if you get them all right, then you get a perfect grade.
I mean, that's great. If you get them all right, that's great. But if you didn't like what you got, you can retake it. Like I said, you get 3 chances to retake those 15 questions.
Understood.
You can look them up in your textbook. You can look them up online, whatever you want to do. You can read the chapter, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. All right. So that is really pretty much the main stuff you need to know. Because this is course resources, student resources, instructor resources. None of this, that's it. That's all you really need to know. Any questions about these assignments? Yes, sir.
Did you say anything important?
Oh, okay. So the people who just got here, let's see, what else did I say? I said I shared my goals for the class for you. I want you to learn about, I hope that by being here, you learn about psychology. I hope you improve your critical thinking skills. So I'm gonna encourage you guys to think. I hope you learn about people by taking this class, and I hope you learn about yourself. And finally, I hope you enjoy the class and have some fun.
It's nice to be in psychology.
Pardon me?
It's nice to be in psychology because it's about the basic mind of humans, what they do and how they react.
Yep. I'll be honest with you, and I am not saying this to brag at all, because I don't brag. But typically, at the end of the semester, I can't think of a time where it didn't happen. I'm just being honest. There is always students who tell me they're really glad they took this class, or they tell me this was their favorite class, or they tell me they learned a lot from this class. And some of them have been asked, do you teach another class? Happens every single semester. Like I said, I'm not just tooting my own horn or bragging, I'm just telling you what ends up happening. I've even had, I'm like, please don't think you need to do this. I've even had several students who give me a gift at the end of the semester. Please don't give me a gift. You just say thank you, that's fine. I've had students on at least 2 or 3 occasions who enjoyed the class so much, they wanted to have a party at the end of class, at the end of the semester. And so we literally decided, well, we're gonna bring, people brought stuff, and we did a review activity for the final while we were eating, so. And speaking of the test, those 5 tests I told you about, typically before we do the test, we do a review activity. And it's usually something I try to make it fun. Like, we might be playing Family Feud in here.
Yeah.
Or, what else will we play? I can tell you one of the first games that we will be playing to review for your first exam. I believe it's Psychology Jeopardy, or Jeopardy Psychology. And I'll be putting you guys in teams and stuff like that. And you'll be able to use your notes, so it's fun. But that's just, I like to make the class interesting. So other things, since I'm already talking about how this class is run, so yes, there's the test, we do review activities. What else you need to know? Once a week, don't be surprised if you walk in and before class starts, there's a motivational video that's on the screen. You'll find out I'm a very positive person. I believe in positive energy. And so I will show an inspiring and motivational video at the beginning of class just to get the juices flowing, get people pumped up. What else do you need to know? I already told you we do a lot of discussion, if not debate. After today, like on Tuesday when you come in, there'll be 2 sign-in sheets that'll be getting passed around. One will be on this side, one on this, and just make sure you sign the attendance sheet before you leave, so we know for a fact you're here. And speaking of other things that I do and stuff, I tend to show a lot of videos. Not a lot, a decent number of videos. Usually they're short. They're usually 4 to 5 minutes, but they help get across whatever it is I'm trying to show you guys. With the exception of, not this week, next week, I will be showing the longest video that I will this entire semester. It is a 20-minute, basically a 20-minute movie. It's on YouTube. But by showing you this movie, we'll be able to reinforce some of the concepts I'll be teaching. And it's an inspirational movie on top of that. It's a really great movie. Can't wait to show you guys that. All right, so that's pretty much how I run the class. Any questions about anything else? I've been doing a lot of talking. Yes, sir.
Is there going to be any written work or?
Not really. See, I'm pausing because I don't know if I'm gonna do it enough this semester because they've changed things from how they normally run. Usually every semester I have 1 extra credit assignment, and it is a written assignment. It involves you watching a video on YouTube and answering 5 questions. This is what I've done in the past. And then if you answer all the questions, you get up to 10 points, and those 10 points get added to one of your first 3 exams. I just haven't decided if I'm doing it. We'll see. You guys may not need extra credit. All 8 students, I don't even need to do extra credit. Okay, now, I have been chatting it up for a minute. It's time for you guys to talk. I already told you guys I worked in radio, I worked in TV, I'm into jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. We're gonna go around the room, and it's a big class, so this might take a minute. All I need to do, I need you to give me your name. So this is the way I'm taking attendance today, by your name. I want you to share what your major is and something interesting or unique about you. Some of you are like, there's nothing interesting and unique about me. There's something unique and interesting about everybody. Your life is not exactly like anybody else's life on this planet. So there's something you've done, someplace you've been, a hobby, there's something interesting about you. That's all I want you to share, okay? Okay, like I said, and I'm going to attempt to learn your names. It's gonna take a minute, it's a big class. And if you have a name you want me to use that's different from the name you signed up with, let me know. Because a lot of times people say, I prefer to be called this. I will call you what you prefer to be called. All right, so where do you want to start? Okay, let's start over here. What is your name?
My name is Naira Bernardo Aguilar.
Okay, 1 second. What's your first name?
Naira, N-A-Y-R-A.
And your last name begins with what letter?
G-R.
Okay, G-A-R-N-A-D-O-S?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. You not saying your first name again?
Naira.
Naira. Okay. Naira, what's your major?
Medical assistant.
Medical assistant. And something unique or interesting about yourself?
I like to draw and paint.
I like to draw too. I don't do it as much as I used to. Thank you for sharing. Naira. Okay. Next to Naira we have?
I'm Diego Mendoza.
David or
Diego.
Dave? Diego. Okay.
My major is cybersecurity, and I'm from the Dominican Republic, and I also like to draw.
Really? Look at you guys. You draw something together for the class. I'm just kidding. That's cool. You're from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
That's cool. How long have you been here?
since 2007 at this point.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next to Diego.
I'm Andres Palacios, and my major is.
What's your last name for me?
Palacios.
Is that with a P?
Yep.
Andreas?
Mhm.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And what's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC.
Yeah.
You know what, see, let me tell you, I think you guys are so smart going to this school. I know some of you guys, who's this your first semester here, first time here? You guys are so smart going to school, because see, first of all, this is not gonna cost as much as a four-year school. But if you wanna go to four-year school, that's fine. But also, with AI coming, I'm sorry, it's here. A lot of the skills that you learn here, you will be able to get a job. You will be able to get a job, you know that, right?
Yeah.
There's no way you're not getting a job. like it's HVAC, like he's going to get a job. AI can't take his job away from him, his future job.
You say that to a can.
Even cyber tech.
It can't take it to a can.
In nursing, like, we need, there's no AI that's gonna replace that. We need people to do these things. So, okay, I'll get off my soapbox here. Just saying, I think it's a great idea that you guys do. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go right here. What's your name?
My name is Omar
Omar. What's your last name?
Villa,
Spell that.
Villea.
Did you sign up recently? When did you sign up?
I did registration yesterday.
No, that's recent enough. That's why you're not on my list. So give me spell your last name for me.
Villeda.
Villel. And your first name?
Omar.
Very well. All right. What's your major?
Construction management.
Construction management. And what's some? Wait, did you say something unique about yourself? Did everybody say something unique? I don't remember. Andreas, did you say something unique about yourself?
No, but I do MMA in my free time.
Oh, really? Cool. Awesome. So you know a little bit about your jiu-jitsu yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't roll that much though.
I hear you. I understand. I try not to be getting too old for doing all that. I do a private once a week to help, so I don't.
Oh yeah, where you train at?
His name is Diego Saraiva BJJ. It's in Norcross.
Oh, it's Norcross. Yeah.
I mean, I trained in other schools too, but that's the one I'm in now. Okay, back to you, Omar. What's something unique about yourself?
I like to work on cars.
Like to work on cars. Okay, cool. All right, next to Omar, we have
Emiliano Navarro Licena.
with an N, last name is with an N, right? Navarro. Emiliano, wait, say your name again?
Emiliano.
And your major?
Diesel technician.
Diesel. And something unique about yourself? Or interesting? Yeah, I mean, hobby, types of movies you like, music, you don't know.
I'm into anthropology.
You're into anthropology. That is unique. Anybody else into anthropology in the room? That is unique. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. Next we have,
My name is Osvaldo Nieto,
spell your last name?
Nieto. My major is HVAC.
Okay. Pronounce your name again for me. I don't want to let you hear. Osobato. Is that it? Now help me get it right. I want to get it right. Shake it. Osbato?
It's good.
No, it's not. What's Osvaldo?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your name. I should get your name right. Don't let nobody butcher your name. No. What's unique? Get something unique or interesting about you?
I don't know. I guess I just like to go new places and stuff.
As in.
Cause I'm not from here.
Oh, where you from? See, where you from? That's unique too.
California,
California? What part?
San Diego.
I lived in California for 7 years before I moved here. San Diego was awesome. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You ever been to San Diego? It is so beautiful in San Diego. Am I right? The air seems so fresh and so green, like it is. I don't wanna make you homesick. It's nice though. Okay, next to you we have
I'm Lucas Martinez.
Lucas Martinez. All right. Okay, got you here, Lucas. What's your major?
Diesel technician.
Okay, another diesel person. And something unique and interesting about yourself?
I like to play guitar.
Pretty good. I'm not even. That was my COVID hobby. I took up playing. I got electrical guitar during COVID. Did virtual lessons. I'm still not that good. I tried. All right. Okay, let's go right behind you. We have.
My name's Anaya Watts.
What's the last name?
Watts.
Alrighty. When did you register? You said Walters?
No, Watts. Like W.
Oh, WC. Okay, yeah. Here you go. I see. And what's your major?
Dental hygiene.
Dental hygienist. We need those. AI is not gonna be able to do our teeth. That's just, I don't see how that's gonna work. Something unique about yourself?
I do my own tattoo.
You do your own tattoos. Do you do them on you or do you do them to other people?
Just myself.
I don't even want to know. That's scary. Like, you know, what happens if you mess up? Oops. What would you?
That's why you draw first.
Okay. All right. That's wow. That's bold. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Next to you, we have.
Allison Fonts.
Spell your last name.
Fonce.
Okay. Got you right here, Allison. Your major?
I'm dental assisting.
Mm-hmm.
And I babysit dogs for my free time.
Really? I often, fortunately, I have a dog sitter for my dog. Sometimes I need to sit around. Keep your mind. Okay, yes, sir.
Name's Syed Hyder.
I'm coming to you. We'll get to you in a second. I still gotta finish this side of the password. Okay, right here on the end.
Amy Castro.
What's the last name?
Amy Castro.
Castro. Okay, Amy. What's your major?
Welding.
Welding. Man. There's a shortage, I'm sure you know this, there's a shortage of welders in the country. You know that, right? Okay, just so y'all know, we need welders to, like, whether it's repairing bridges, anything that's, like, if we don't have welders, we're in trouble. And a lot of welders have gotten old and aged out and retired, so there is a shortage of welders. You won't have a problem getting a job. That is, I have one girl in my class, she wanted to specialize in underwater welding. I guess it pays more, I guess. Because there's parts of bridges that are under the water that we don't see. That part needs to be addressed too. So, well, good, awesome major. Okay, right behind you we have.
I'm Abel Cassetti.
What's your, spell your last name?
Kesete.
And it's pronounced Abel?
Abel.
Abel?
Yes, sir.
What's your major?
My major is cybersecurity.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to go into the field of IT consulting.
Okay.
So it's a lot of problem solving, a lot of vulnerabilities, and like keeping your teammates up to date with just basic security and basic training. Unique thing about me is, like, I know how to sew clothes.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I make clothes as well, and I skateboard. So it's
That
like
is
a
very
hobby.
unique.
Yeah.
In cybersecurity, making clothes, those.
It's
They don't even
everywhere. It's
relate.
everywhere. I be having ideas, so you know, I've been putting all of them.
I like that. You got ideas and you just pursue it.
Yeah, 100%.
I like that. I'm big on not having regrets. You wanna go for something, go for it.
Sure. I always been like that. Always, you know, always want to travel and things like that. So
I'm
I'm
glad,
into it.
I'm glad to hear that. All right. Next to you, Bill, we have.
My name is Adrian Pena.
What's your last name?
Pena, P-I-N-A.
Okay. You said B?
P.
With a P or B?
P.
Oh. Misheard you something like that. Okay. Tina. Okay. What's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC. Will you be working? Might even have your own company. Who knows?
Who knows?
Huh?
Who knows?
Who knows? What's something unique about yourself?
I like hiking.
Okay. That's cool. I like hiking too, but I get tired.
I feel that, yeah.
I just don't like walking long distances, but I love the nature that we experience from
That's the
hiking.
best part.
I just love it. It's just, yeah. All right, next to you, Adrian, we have,
My name is Jacqueline Tahara, but I go by Jackie.
okay, you said what's the last name?
Tahara, T-E-J-A-D-A.
And you go by Jackie?
Yes.
You got it, Jackie. What's your major?
Business technology.
Business technology. And what's unique about you or different?
I'm gonna go photographer, so I take pictures.
I love photography. If you came to my house, you'd see pictures framed that I took. I used to compete in photography competitions in high school. I forgot to mention, that's one of my side interests. Huge in photography. Okay, next to you we have, what's your last name? Is that with an S? With a C. Aiden?
Yeah, is it pronounced Adon?
Adon, okay. Sorry about that. All right, Adon, what's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC, okay. And something unique?
iBox.
Really? Have you sparred everything too?
Yeah, I had my first amateur fight when I was like 16, but I haven't fought since.
Okay, that's awesome. I've done some during COVID, because a lot of jujitsu schools, they either shut down or they had special precautions, and I wanted to keep working out, so I did boxing during COVID. But I just trained one-on-one. I didn't spar anything. Because it was weird, because COVID was going on, even when we used to warm up by jumping rope, we had to wear a mask to even train them because of COVID. But, so that's what I did during that, in addition to trying to learn at the same time. All right, let's just stay in the back right here. What's your name?
Amy Noske, N-O-S-K-E.
Okay. There we go. All right, Amy. So, what's your major?
Environmental horticulture. Horticulture.
Okay, we will need to eat vegetables, yes.
Yeah.
We need food grown, yes. Okay, that's awesome. And what's something unique about yourself?
Well, actually, coming out of high school, I took horticulture. I came here and took every single class that they offered in the greenhouse and everything. But I skipped all the core classes because I just wanted to get my hands dirty. So then life happens and I woke back up, and 16 years later, I'm here to finish my degree. So
16 years later.
yeah, so what's interesting about me, I guess, is that the sun is my antidepressant and the earth is my mood stabilizer.
That is awesome. On a side note, it's funny you mentioned the sun is your antidepressant. I have been listening to an interview with a researcher. There's a really popular podcast that you may not have heard. It's called The Diary of a CEO. The host is a guy named Stephen Bartlett. It's one of the top podcasts in the world. It's like this biracial black guy. He's in the UK, and he has all these very interesting guests. They come on for 2 hours. Long story short, he interviewed a researcher, a doctor actually, about the sun. And he talked about data, like hardcore data research that talks about the healing components that come from the sun. And he didn't just talk about vitamin D, because we do need vitamin D, which we get from the sun. He said, no, it's well beyond that. He said that there was this young man, he was dying. One of his lungs was already gone, and he basically had a few days left to live. It's like a young man. And they asked him at the hospital, is there anything you want? And he was like, I just want to go outside. So they figured out how to move all this equipment in the tubes and hospital bed outside to get him some sunlight. The first time he was out there, his body, like I think his T cell count, like started to show these incredible improvements. Within a week, he had major improvements because they kept putting him outside every day. And the data, this guy's talking about, the data shows that when people are in a hospital bed, the person closest to the window tends to leave first. Because not only does the sun give off vitamin D, it gives off two things that people don't talk about. UV, the ultraviolet rays, and the infrared. Those are two things that nobody really talks about, but those have healing properties. It's just a fascinating. If you want to read stories, go to Diary of a CEO. But anyway, so you talk about the sun. So the sun has some healing properties. So the fact that it affects our mental health, it also affects our physical health. So if you don't have any issues, try to get as much sun as you can. Because half the world's population is vitamin D deficient. Because all of our ancestors, no matter what race you are, were outside far more than we are. All of them. We live in a box. We get out of that box. We get into a box with wheels. We go to another building. And then we get out of that building, get back into our wheels, and go back home to the box. We spend so much time not being in nature. All right, just a little side note. All right, next to you we have?
My name is Jacob Perez.
Jacob Perez. Okay, Jacob. Got you. What's your major?
I'm majoring in website design.
Website design?
I like to play pickleball.
You like to play pinball?
Pickleball.
Pickleball. I've never played pickleball, but I know that's a fast going. Is it fun?
Yeah.
It's got to be fun because so many people play it now. People play more pickleball than tennis now.
I like to play tennis too.
Oh, cool. All right. Right in front of you we have
Sydney Thornton.
Thornton.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Sydney Thornton. Okay, Sydney, what's your major?
Dental hygiene.
Okay, and something unique or interesting about you?
I like to travel and I collect shoes.
You like to travel and what?
And collect shoes.
Collect shoes?
Yes, sir.
How many pair of shoes do you have?
Over 50.
And where do you put them?
I have a big horse.
You must have a big closet. These are shoes for you. You're a shoe
Just
person.
for me,
All right, well that is interesting. All types of shoes?
mainly sneakers.
Oh, so you're a sneakerhead?
Yes, sir.
You order them online and everything?
I try not to. I don't like paying resale. I like to go get them for retail.
All right. So next to you we have?
Brian Lee.
What's your name?
Brian Lee.
Spell your last name.
Lee.
Brian Lee. Okay, here we go. Got you, Brian. What's your major?
HVAC.
Okay, and something unique or interesting?
I like to work on cars now.
Somebody else who likes to work on cars. I'm curious. Your major is what? You didn't want to do automotive, but you do like working on cars. I'm just wondering. No judgment. Just wondering. Okay, next to you, Brian, we have.
Brian. Mark.
What's your first name? Your last name?
Mark.
With a B?
B-A-R.
Okay, Marlette. And what's your first name? Why does it say Jackson? Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. I got you. I understand. So, you said Bar. I thought you said Bar. Okay. And pronounce your first name one more time? Naeem.
Yes.
Okay, Naeem, what's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC? And something unique or interesting?
I like to read.
You like to read? You don't understand. I tell my wife all the time, people don't read. And reading, I don't know how we're supposed to get smart and evolve without reading. Like, I don't understand. We think information is supposed to just come through us through osmosis. Like, you gotta read. Like, I read all the time. So, I'm glad you read. Okay, next to you we have?
Jadrian.
What's your last name?
Barrera.
With a B?
Yeah.
Pronounce your first name again. I want to make sure I can say it right.
Jadrian.
Jadrian. Okay, what's your major?
EMS professions.
Oh, what is it?
Huh?
What is it again?
EMS professions.
EMS, okay, emergency service, okay. And, well, we're gonna need you too. And I can't take your job. What's something unique about yourself?
In my spare time, I like to do automotive body repair for my father.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Thank you for sharing. Let's go right over here. Young lady, what is your name? Okay, find you. Danica? No,
Danilka.
one more time.
Danilka.
Danilka? Did I say it right? You sure? I want to make sure I say it right now. Danilka. Okay. What is your major?
Welding.
Hmm?
Welding.
Welding? Oh, another welder. Cool. And what's something unique about yourself?
I like stop motion animation.
You like what?
Stop motion animation.
Have you done some yourself? Do you like looking at it? She likes stop motion animation. You guys know what that is? That's where something moves, shoot it, move it a little bit, shoot it. But it takes time. Okay, that's cool. By the way, I'm into Marvel Comics. I forgot. Just putting that out there, sharing the company. I know nobody said that yet, but so I watch the movies. I used to read the comic books, and I collect the older ones now. I'll go on eBay and collect the older ones. Just put it out. All right, let's see. Next to her, we have.
My name is Jose Cerecelo.
With an S?
C.
C. C-E-R-E-C-E-D-O?
Yes, sir.
But you go by Jose?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is your major?
Construction management.
Construction management. So you got two of you now. Something unique or interesting about you?
I ride horses.
That is different. You must, there's a ranch or somewhere that you go to ride?
Yeah, I got well, my dad has a ranch, so.
Nice. That's really cool. Horses are amazing animals. I'm sure you know that. I don't know if you guys know, horses are used in therapy. It's called equine therapy because horses are two things. One, horses have a way of helping people to feel calm. And two, horses are very sensitive, so they can sense the energy that you have. They can sense people. So, like, they're just amazing people. All right, right here with Star Wars. I like science fiction too. Love science fiction. I see you wearing Star Wars shirt.
My name's Carter Field.
Carter Field. Okay. What's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC, cool. Something unique or interesting?
I like to study history.
That is different. By the way, are you really into Star Wars or did you just wear the shirt?
I'm into it.
Did you watch the Andor series?
The what?
Andor.
No. I do not have Disney Plus, unfortunately.
It's science fiction. Somebody who's really into science fiction. If you're into Star Wars, Andor, mind blowing. The second season, like, did you see Rogue One?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, enough of that. Right here.
My name is Jordan McDowell.
Jordan McDowell.
Oh man.
And gotcha. Your major?
Cybersecurity.
Okay. You got a cybersecurity voice. Like you're bouncing to the bar. What's your what is something unique or interesting about you?
I like to work with computers.
You do what?
I like to work with computers.
Fixing, building?
Fixing and building. I got some from my recent IT job.
Oh, awesome. You have an IT job right now?
No, I had it at my previous college.
Okay, cool. So people will bring their stuff to you and work on it?
I was the school's computers. Like they're being decommissioned because Windows 10 is reaching end of life.
Yeah. Yes, as everything tends to apparently age out. Everything technology is. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name's Syed Haider. I just moved here from New York in 2018 in October.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm loving here now.
Okay, and what's something unique? Well, actually, that is unique. You just moved from New York. What was your major?
Cybersecurity, like some of these guys here.
Okay, cybersecurity. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. I'm gonna come back to you. Come over here.
Cameron Huffman, and I am a welder. And something fun about me is I fly my drone.
You have a drone? You have a drone? It has a camera, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. You don't fly over airports, right?
No.
Okay, good. 'Cause
I know what he's
that would
doing.
be a problem. All right, very good. And let's come right here.
I'm James Long.
What's your major?
My major is flip-flopping, so it might just end up being psychology.
Okay. What is it? What are the things that's flipping in between?
In between HVAC and
HVAC.
something else. Just main things HVAC. Okay, yeah, sorry, mechatronics technician, I think it's called.
There's no rush. Wait a second. Research shows that most people change careers at least 3 or 4 times in their life. So I know I did. So even you could be majoring in something right now and still end up doing something else down the road. And also don't feel like once you chose a major, you have to stick with that major. You don't have to do anything. If you start a major, you find out, this doesn't really feel like me. Find something that is you. Maybe there's another major that better fits you, your interest, and your talent. Okay? All right. Right here.
My name is Jackson Barnett.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an EMS major, and I like to barbecue.
Really? You know what? I would barbecue more. I just don't like cleaning the grill afterwards. That is. Okay, we're almost done, everybody. Almost done. Okay, just a few more people on this side, right here.
My name is Nicholas Reedy, I'm HVAC, and interesting about me is having back injuries in the military.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. So let me make sure that you. Okay. So HVAC, you have what branch were you in?
Marine Corps, towed artillery systems technician.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for your service, but I'm sorry to hear about your back injury.
It's all right.
Did you have to have surgery or anything?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it's all right.
Wow. Are you still in, like as a reservist or not?
My contract ended in 24.
Okay.
We're separated.
I came this close to being a Marine. This close. I had spoke to a recruiter because I couldn't afford college anymore. And I was this close to joining. And then there was another school because I transferred colleges, and I was like, well, if I get in this school right here, and I only had 3 weeks to get in, I get financial aid to get in school, I'll just go here and I won't go to the Marine. I got into school like in 2, 3 weeks. So that's what stopped me from becoming a Marine. But Semper Fi.
Oh, thank you.
That means always faithful for those. Right here. What's your last name?
Nambo, N-A-M-B-O.
Okay. You go by?
Chris.
Chris. Okay, Chris. What's your major?
HVAC.
Okay, something unique or interesting?
I like to go to the gym.
Okay. Freeways, machine, cardio?
All everything.
Okay, everything. Cool. I need to get back to the gym myself. It's hard to find time. All right, right behind you we have?
My name is Michelle. Go by Cash. That's what I'm using.
You go by Cash? Cha-ching. Okay, Cash? Major?
Major in cybersecurity.
Okay.
And
Unique or interesting?
I like create and sell digital products like coloring books, phone cases, stickers.
You create digital coloring books? That's different. Okay. Do you sell them or you just do it for person? Or you sell them too? Awesome. Very cool. All right. Next to Cash we have?
I'm Alexander Stratton, but I go by Alex.
Okay. You go by Alex. Okay, Alex, what's your major?
Welding.
Okay, great. So when I was talking about people with atheism, You've heard about the need of welders?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's something unique about you?
I like to go rock climbing.
Outdoor or indoor?
Indoor, but maybe outdoor eventually.
Okay. That is one thing that I have been meaning to do for years and have not done. I really want to do indoor rock. I don't want to do outdoor rock.
It's easier than you think at the beginning.
Is it? First of all, I can go to the easier wall. I can go to the baby easy wall first too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'll be doing first. For indoor rock climbing, you can, there's different levels. The walls are at different difficulties. So for beginners, you can start here. For more advanced, you go over there. And so, all right, right here.
Yes, my name is Ashton White. My major is HVAC.
Okay, awesome. And something unique or interesting about you?
I like to travel, and I own a logistics company.
You own a logistics company. Awesome. There's someplace interesting you've traveled to?
Portugal.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I stayed there for like 2 months.
Oh, you really did like it.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to come back.
I bet you did. You'll be back there again, won't you?
Yeah, definitely. And moving out of the country. So.
Really? Portugal or somewhere else?
I like Portugal. I really like it.
Okay. You sound like you worried then. Awesome. Right behind you, we have?
I'm Kaden Sparkle.
Spell it last name?
Harfield, H-U-N-T.
Okay.
I go by Kate.
You go by?
Katie.
Katie?
Just come off the last name.
Your name is Cadence, but you go by Katie. Okay, got you. What's your major, Katie?
EMS professional.
Yeah, that's very cool. And something unique or interesting about you?
I used to live in Germany.
You what?
I used to live in Germany.
You used to live in Germany? You have parents in the military or something? How long were you in Germany?
3 years.
Did you like it? How old were you when you were in Germany?
I lived there from 16th grade.
You know any German? Say something in German. Just don't curse me out. Say something. Gesundheit, something.
Good morning. I don't know.
Okay, say good morning in German.
That is good.
Oh, you're funny. Okay, somebody's got jokes. Somebody else's major is comedy. Okay, next to you. Okay, next to you we have.
My name is Dorian.
What's your last name, Dorian?
U-R-E-N.
All right, here we go, Dorian. And what's your major?
HVAC.
HVAC, awesome. Something unique or interesting?
I guess that I'm top 500 in Marvel Rivals.
Top, like in the world? What, the Marvel Rivals? I know, yeah. But you're top
Yeah.
in the, okay. You must play a lot.
I like
Okay, all right. And next to you we have?
Hi, I'm Sophie. My last name is Clovis.
Okay, Sophie. And your major?
I'm medical assistant.
Okay, and something unique about yourself?
I guess this is my second time being in college. The first time I went to Georgia Technical College.
Okay.
And I am a photographer. And I backpacked the highest peak in Colorado, which is Mount Elbert.
Wow. When you got up there, was it
It
altitude?
was really bad. It was hard to breathe.
I was about to say, it had to be hard to breathe.
It's really bad.
That's awesome. But that's quite an experience. I bet the view was awesome.
It was.
You took pictures because you're a photographer. All right. And last but not least, we have with a C.
Yes.
Okay, Michelle. And what's your major? Okay, and something unique or interesting about yourself?
I always go shopping with you.
You like to go shopping with thrifting?
Yeah.
I like thrifting. You can find some good stuff there.
Really good prices.
Exactly. Some of it's even new. I've got stuff that have price tags too. All right, and, all right, that's great. Okay, before we wrap things up, because we're almost done, I just wanna make sure I get it right. Michelle Romero? There's no Michelle, right? Okay. Let's see. Is there Devontae in here? Okay. Tyreek? And is there an Elijah Walden? Thank you, everybody, for sharing. We still have a few more minutes, so 5 more minutes. I have a few more things to go over real quick. Now, in case those of you came late, this class does meet twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. right here. Now, also, for those of you who came late, I mentioned that I am a professional, I'm a mental health professional. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Now, I cannot be your licensed marriage, I can't be your therapist. But if you're ever dealing with something, and if you want to just run it by me what I think or something like that, you can. If you want to pull me to the side, you can. But if you really need counseling services yourself, when that tech actually, they partner with this, something called YouWill. And so anybody who's a student here, you can actually get therapy. It's free, it's confidential, you can be on the phone, it's virtual, and you can get up to 4 sessions. And so you can go online and go to the website, and you can find information if anybody is interested in individual therapy. Also too, there's a crisis line if anybody is really struggling with mental health issues. There's a Georgia crisis line, which is also available. You go to the school's website, or I have the information up here. Also here, we have something called disability services at Gwinnett Tech. So if anybody needs some sort of special accommodations, there's a department here that can assist with that, and help you get any type of assistance that you may need. And it's actually in this building. And then finally, as it relates to emergency procedures, of course, we have police right here in this building, like their offices up the hallway. And of course, you can always call 911 if there's an emergency situation. Please keep in mind that sometimes we get a weather issue that may actually close the school. You will probably get either a phone call, a recorded phone call, or an email letting you know. In the past, as recently as last year, let me see, I think once, last year, there was some type of hurricane or something coming through. We closed the school. We've closed because of snow or because the roads were iced over. So I'm just letting you know that can happen, and you will be notified. The school will notify you that class is canceled. I hope that doesn't happen, because if it does, it shortens our semester, which means we have to cram more stuff in. And then finally, when I gave you this when you came in, the last 2 pages, you have it handy, I want to show you, we'll go over that real quick. The last 2 pages go over all right, the last 2 pages, you'll see kind of a schedule of the things that we'll be discussing in this class. It's tentative, so it can change, but for the most part, this is how it's going to break down. So for the next 3 classes, it's going to be an introduction to psychology, the history of it, why it exists, the goals of it, different perspectives, research. That's what we're going to talk about first. Next, we're going to transition and go into the biology of consciousness. That's about being awake versus not being awake, unconscious versus subconscious. That includes, we'll be discussing sleep and dreams. Sleep is very important when it comes to mental health. Dreams are interesting too, so we're discussing that. We're gonna talk about drugs, because drugs affect our conscious and subconscious state. We're gonna get into development through the lifespan. We're gonna talk about how we change physically, mentally, emotionally from the time we're born until we transition off this planet. Learning, we'll be discussing learning, how we learn. Then we'll get into memory, how things stick with us to stay in our memory, and how some things we just can't remember. Like, why is that? Why do we forget stuff? Discussing that. Health psychology, which is really interesting, because then we'll talk about how to deal with stress, how people cope with different things, how stress negatively affects us. We'll be talking about social psychology, which is really fascinating. Social psychology is about how other people affect us. Like, why everybody wants Jordans. Because that's the best gym shoe in the world?
Because everyone else has it.
Pardon me?
Because everyone else has it.
That's social psychology. It's how others influence our decisions. Social psychology also, we'll be talking about racism, prejudice, discrimination. And then we'll get into personality, which is why we all have our own different personality and why that happens. Yes?
Social psychology is about how people affect others and influence.
Exactly.
Influence what?
Influence us to make our decisions while we do what we do.
How others influence, say it again?
How others influence us.
Oh.
Because we're being influenced by people, by other people all the time. That's what commercials are trying to do. Commercials on TV, they're trying to influence you to buy the product or service. That's social psychology. And then we'll be getting into, in addition to personality, the last two things we'll go over will be psychological disorders, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, all that. And then the last, we'll be discussing the treatment of social psychology. Now, if you look carefully on this page, it says, did somebody not get one of these? Foundation. There's a section called, it says right around October 21st or 23rd. I, unfortunately, will be out that week. But one of those 2 days, it will either be the 21st or the 23rd. That Tuesday, that Tuesday or Thursday, one of those days will be one of your tests. Okay, just let me know. I will be out that week. One of those days, somebody will be in here to give you the test. And like I said, the test is really not that difficult because I'm a PowerPoint. I'm going to show you what's on the test. So write that down and just learn that.
But the tests are online?
The test will be somebody to test, as you asked, and then we'll wrap it up until Thursday. The test will be multiple choice, and you will need a Scantron sheet. And these are sold in the library for like $2 or $3. And there's 6. You only need 5. And you'll just get you a pencil, number 2 pencil. You'll fill it out. Most of the tests are 40 questions. It might be a 20 question test, I'm not sure. But most of the tests are 40 questions. You take the test, turn in that, and then you leave. All right, we got through it. Anybody got any last minute questions? Outstanding. It's great to have you. I think and hope you're going to really enjoy being in this class. And I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday so we can get into the history of how psychology began.